Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Between a Pot and a Hard Place. As always, I am Stephen Colton. Now, I know you're wondering what you can see me, right? Okay, yes, this is the first video edition of Between a Pot and a Hard Place. I want to do weekly video podcasts, but I may end up just doing select episodes depending on the content. I do such a different show on the audio platform at Anchor, anchor.fm / Between a Pot and a Hard Place, and available on other major podcasting platforms. I do a podcast showcase of the week. I do a commercial for Anchor. And so when I do those things on a video podcast, it's going to be a little difficult to adapt and kind of change that format. So it's a work in progress, but I'm going to at least do bits every week on here. It may not be the full episode. For the full episode, you might have to go over to anchor.fm / Between a Pot and a Hard Place to check out the full episode. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you wearing a mask? Well, I'll tell you why I'm wearing a mask. Because I don't want to get a computer virus, and it's just, I typed COVID-19 and I think my computer got sick, and I'm just taking precautions because I'm just full of crap. I'm just totally messing with you all. No, I wanted to show kind of how my day looks like at work. So I'm going to take off the headphones for a moment so you can see. And for those of you wondering, like, why are you wearing headphones? Well, it monitors. See, I have a microphone, and obviously I have a microphone. It's kind of a stupid thing to tell you. You can hear my voice. Obviously, I've got a mic. But no, the headphones help to monitor the voice so that I'm not talking too loudly, but some people prefer not to have headphones. I'm getting really hot and I'm suffocating in this getup. So I'm going, and this has just been like 2 minutes. Imagine working 10 hours straight in this. But it's even more because I have another mask underneath. So my voice probably sounds muffled, which is probably why I'm not going to use this for very long. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off because it sucks. So first I'm going to peel away. Oh, my hair is just in shambles. But I don't really care about all that as I fix it. But no, this was the real topic of conversation, right? I'll put the headphones back on for a minute. The reason this is annoying is because and here I go with my hand. Instinct. The reason this is annoying is because it doesn't fit right. Okay, it's severely irritating right here, and it's putting so much pressure on my ears. It's so small. Now, I'm going to take them off again because this is actually helping it to stay on. Now, you see when I talk too much, it's starting to slip. So it's like I'm wearing a saggy diaper on my face. I'm sorry, I keep casually looking over at my monitor to see it for myself. But yeah, see, right there. I can't do it. So we're going to not do that. And we're going to put the headphones back on. Yeah, that's stressful. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the current state of things. I've been trying to avoid it for the most part because it's just one of those things that is everywhere. And I feel like an escape is really what I want. I don't want to focus on this every day. Of course, take it seriously, look at the facts and stuff, but obsessing over it's just going to cause more stress. You're not going to do anything to fix it. You can take the precautions and you can take the necessary steps, but you're not going to stop it by wearing a mask. It's not going to be like, "Hello, Mr. Virus. How are you today?" "I'm doing pretty good. Hey, remember when everybody was healthy? Oh, I remember. Do. Ah, a mask. Ah." No, it doesn't work that way. So it's one of those things. And also, a mask is kind of defeated the purpose when you're sitting here all day long pulling and adjusting, and it's like anything you've touched is all over here, and this is not, I have to wash this if I ever I think I'm going to wear it seriously. But no, I do want to focus a little bit on this because it's kind of, the podcast one, as you all know, that I started here was meant to just kind of like vent and cope with life and loss and things that annoy you, your grievances. I don't want to name names. I don't want to like drop my company name because it's not them necessarily, but it's just the way this whole situation is. It seems kind of pointless and redundant. Some of the things that they do and the way that they're doing them, I don't fault them necessarily. I just don't think that they understand, or if they do understand, they don't take it seriously enough or take it too seriously in moments. They don't have a healthy balance. We'll just say that. I'm grateful for having an opportunity to have a paycheck every week, but at the same time, it's like you could try a little bit harder. You could make things right. You could treat people fairly. You could really at least pretend to give a shit about the people that work for you. Um, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because it's not like a forum for throwing hate or whatever. It's just a place to vent, and this is what's frustrating me right now. So it's what I'm venting about. Um, so for the past few weeks, I've been doing podcasts with my buddy Chris Kirkpatrick. We've been talking about Heroes, the TV show, um, the Arrowverse, which is the CW DC shows, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Batwoman, Supergirl, all those. And then this past week, Chris took the week off. He's like, you know what? I don't, just do it as something. So I kind of did my own little bit last week, and it's refreshing sometimes to be able to do my own little thing, and to be able to just kind of release from that, I guess you could say, right? Not release that like doing a podcast with a person is bad because honestly I prefer it, but sometimes I do want to sprinkle in the little bits that make this podcast what I wanted it to be to begin with, and that is a platform to vent, to feel like you're talking to somebody instead of just like talking about TV and movies and things you love. I'm a very big geek. I love all kinds of things, and one of the reasons I'm really happy to do this video version of this podcast is because I can show you things and do things that I can't do on an audio podcast. And for those of you listening right now on Anchor, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, any of those other podcasting platforms, you can't see me right now, but I will be putting the link to this video in the description on the regular podcast episode. So if you do want to see the video version, you can click on that and come over and watch the video. Right now, I'm not really doing much. I'm just kind of venting about things. I'm probably going to touch a little bit on my dad, work, life, all kinds of things. And since I'm talking about showing things and the geek culture and nerdy things, let me just show you a few of the collectible things that I want. Collectibles, they're toys, let's be honest. As my dad would call them, dolls. They're not dolls. They're action figures. They're dolls. I'm not going to drag it out, but you see this here. It's a bucket of Legos. Yes, I'm 33 years old and still own Legos, but you know what? I really don't care because it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. So yeah, I don't know why I'm inspired to show you guys this like pointless stuff at my house, but I saw a Kevin Smith video and he was doing it, so I was like, why not? So first off the bat, something that's kind of special to me now, it's kind of just a little token, some little thing that really doesn't mean a whole lot maybe, but it's just kind of sentimental now that my dad is gone. And I've talked about him on this show, and I think I probably have mentioned that he was a professional truck driver for several years, 20 plus years. That was the last thing he did, professionally, really before he died. He had a career in it. And I was going through some of his things the other day, and I found this toy truck. And this was given to them as like instead of a plaque or a trophy or whatever, it was given to them as a congratulations, you did good or whatever. The funny thing was, it says Carrier of the Year in 2006, but the year he got this was like 08 or 09. It's a fun little truck, just I keep it here on my desk at home, my little home office. You guys want to take a little glimpse of that, I'll show you right here. Excuse my messy kitchen office area. Yeah, I got my little microphone, which you can I'm not being very professional right now because I'm just kind of like giddy and excited that I have video. But yeah, he sits right there. So he's just in that truck, just trucking along. He's not actually in the truck. I'm not delusional, but it's nice to be able to see this and think of him. And I've